In a world where most online experiences are basically gambling your life savings away with a minigame attached, come back to the OG MMO experience, where you're paying monthly installments like you have an estranged child, as FF14 comes back with a new expansion. And this time, we're going to magical Mexico, baby!
Woo! Now who's gonna conjure up some tequila shots?
Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Log in once again, after you remember your password, as the new expansion beckons the wayward subscription holders back to Eorzea, where now that the initial hype train has died down, everyone that stayed being a menace in Limsa can get back into the servers without a 100% queue time. Well, mostly. Then discover a new chapter of dungeons, trials, and non-expanded inventories for you to rush through the content so that you can go back to what you really love. Collecting glamour pieces so you can go e-raving. Who says that you have to go outside to have a nightlife? I save on Ubers and I can drink at home. That's just fiscal responsibility, baby. Start a grand new adventure, right on the heels of saving the world from civil war, saving the world from a universe-destroying Angry Bird, and saving the world from dragon-stealing edgelords, as you face your strongest foe yet, Existential Crisis, where you'll embody the hero of light, and their midlife crisis after saving the world so many times that at this point, it's just become a job. Then jump at the next opportunity that's presented to you in the form of a literal cat lady with the chronic case of the zoomies, as you trek down to FF's version of TJ for spring break to install a new king, where you'll be tasked to find the City of Gold because, okay, if you find a City of Gold, you kinda deserve to be king. Then go up against your siblings and this comically evil two-headed guy in a series of trials, where you'll relive your daddy's glory days and collect gym badges by watering some crops, hiring new management, and becoming an Iron Chef. And what I guess is some pretty good time off from saving the world, right up until you have to save the world again, in a narrative that feels like Square's take on Succession without all the sex and drugs. It's okay, they kind of make up for those with all the Magitech and Catgirls. Discover the bevy of new features in Dawntrail, as they introduce 2 new classes, like Viper, a dual-wielding rogue that will rip your enemies to shreds, and Pictomancer, which will perfectly emulate trying to get a job with an art degree. A new beast race that, instead of the weak halfway measures of the typical catgirls, will let you go full furry like you truly want to be, and rounds it off with overall better graphical changes, so you won't have to install a million mods to take glamour shots for your RP Twitter account. Those, combined with a whole new continent's worth of content to explore, will give you a renewed sense of purpose, which you'll keep telling yourself as you spend hours mashing your compass icon looking for aether currents. Ugh, southeast on the map or southeast from me? I cannot believe that after all these years, this is still somehow the hardest thing in the game.
Stop hiding, you little shit!
After MSQ, go back to your usual mundane schedule of FF14 as you do your dailies to collect currency, participate in seasonal events, do some crafting, get furniture for a home you can't get, play Animal Crossing, and spend your hard-earned cash on stuff you don't need that will make you think that all of this seems very familiar, only to realize that you might just be playing a virtual version of your real life after your real life. Huh. Maybe I should go and set out on an adventure of my own. Who am I kidding? I just bought this cute dog mount, so I'm gonna ride it around to show how rich I am. Whee! So hear, feel, think, then get some tacos.
Heavenly tacos.
For an expansion that feels like a return to the beginning, for better or worse, that, while it might not be the epic that everyone expected, still gives every Final Fantasy XIV player what they wanted. More Final Fantasy. That if you give it a chance, you might be surprised. Which is basically the equivalent of your friend trying to convince you their favorite thing is actually good. Okay, look dude, I swear, it totally gets better towards the end, okay? Starring The Lion King, House Cat Vibes, Double Mint Douche, King K. Rool, Rango, Two Head, Too Furious, Space Karen, Twinks and Geeks, and Universal Janitor. Final Fantasy XIV, The Dawntrail to El Dorado. I just can't wait for the Beastmaster job to come out. I can now play Pokemon in my Final Fantasy? Now if they just throw in a COD Zombies mode, I really won't need to go outside ever again!
Just hook it to my veins!
Buzz Gamer Hive, it's Bee Week right now on Giant Bomb. Check out all the beautiful new content at the link on screen right now. Bail, stop breaking my tarnished. Gary, you are gonna finish your desert and you're gonna like it. Who are you going to call? Luigi. I want my $2. Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here.